Hello, this is Sundri and welcome to my YouTube channel, The Bumblebee Way. On this day in 1639, the East India Company purchased the village of Madraspatnam from the then Viceroy of Vijayanagar Empire. That village is now a beautiful city, my city, and this city is turning 382 years old on August 22nd, 2021. That is this Sunday. Wishing you all a very happy Madras Day. I celebrate the day in this very beautiful heritage place called the Madras Literary Society. It is one of the oldest surviving literary organizations and one of the oldest functional lending libraries in India.
மெட்ராஸ் லிட்ரரி சொசைட்டி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணது 1812 காலேஜ் ஆஃப் ஃபோர்ட் செயின்ட் ஜார்ஜ் அவங்கள ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணது ஈஸ்ட் இந்தியா கம்பெனி. ஸோ இங்கே எங்களோட புக்ஸ் கலெக்ஷன்ஸ் வந்து 65,000 புக்ஸ் இருக்குது. இதில் வந்து ஹிஸ்ட்ரி, லிட்ரேச்சர், ஃபிக்ஷன், நாவல்ஸ், அந்த மாதிரி ரிலிஜன், ஃபிலாசபி, ஆர்ட்ஸ் இருக்குது. அதர் லாங்குவேஜஸும் இருக்குது. ஃப்ரெஞ்சு, டச்சு, ஜெர்மன், அந்த மாதிரி லாட்டின் புக்கு தான் எங்களோட ஓல்டஸ்ட் புக்கு.
In short, this is a heritage home for literary masterpieces. And for someone who loves books and heritage, this is only most meaningful for me to celebrate Madras in this setting. This brings me to the topic of the day. Do we all need to experience and appreciate the particular place that we live in similar manner? Or do we bring in our personal prejudices and stereotypes in the way we perceive the location we live in? To give you one example, when you say Madras, you will often have heard the following temples, Mallikapoo, filter coffee. Well, though all these words and images may be connected to Chennai, it is not the experience of everyone living in the city. This may be true for some neighborhoods, but not for Madras as a whole. So when we keep connecting these words and images when we describe the city, we actually end up perpetuating an implicit bias. And the consequence of this is discrimination. To give you a personal example to help you understand how personal prejudices and stereotypes can affect the perception of the place we live in. For about 16 years, we lived in and around Besant Nagar and Thiruvanmiyur areas of Chennai. And in 2008, we had to move to the western part of the city, to a neighborhood called Virugambakam. And for the 4 years we lived there, I was depressed and I just couldn't bring myself to appreciate the salient features of the new neighborhood. This happened because I kept expecting to see the characteristics of Besant Nagar and Thiruvanmiyur in Virugambakam. This is how we equate our perception of the local neighborhood to the entire city, and we believe them to be true. That is wrong. So, is it possible to lower personal prejudices and stereotypes in the perception of the place we live in? I asked the question to an expert, Tirupuri Sundri Seville. She is the first woman secretary of Madras Literary Society in the last 200 plus years. She is an architect by profession, trained in the UK and France. She is an urban planner, a storyteller, an author and an educator. She is also the founder of Namvidu Nambur Namkadai, which is a social initiative which curates stories, workshops and conducts events to help people understand and appreciate the rich heritage of their neighborhoods.
Whenever we talk about the city of Madras, there are certain images which come to our mind, and whenever we say heritage and culture also, there are certain images which comes to our mind, but that is not always what it is. So thank you for asking this beautiful question, Sundari. it's about looking at things. It's about looking what is around. It could be people. It could be places. For example, I would say the different tea kadais in Madras. Each of it has one set of people who feed the stray dogs, who take care of the people, and then it's a whole new ecosystem. But do we talk about them when we talk about heritage? And also when we talk about for example, our beaches, it could be Elliot's Beach, it could be Marina, it could be the many beaches around Madras or in many places in Tamil Nadu. So there are these shops, there are these fish sellers, there are these people who make snacks and all that. So sometimes, and also the names of places, like whenever we say the word Amjikarai, it is always like in pop culture, it is related, okay, either it's Amjikarai or America. I think all of us would have heard that in a lot of movies, right? So, but the name has a meaning. Like it can either be Amainda Karai, like one story goes, where the bank which formed by itself, or it is Amanji Karai, where Amanji Velai, or basically some kind of a voluntary work where people living in the village of Amanji Karai did voluntary work of desilting the Kuvam river, which is right in front of us. And Amji Karai by itself is a place which names of places, right? That itself we have a judgment in our life. Like when I say Amji Karai, we always say associate it to like Amji Karai local or it's America. That's also because of conditioning, which we have seen in a lot of movies. But if you look at the meaning, one story says Amainda Karai, the bank which formed by itself, or it could be Amanji Karai, where Amanji Velai, or some kind of a voluntary work where the villagers or people in the village did to desilt Kuvam. And you can see those beautiful lanes. The next time when you cross Pundamalli High Road towards your left hand side, you can see all those beautiful lanes which are still functional, which lead to the Kuvam, and another reason why it didn't flood. And yeah, so these are the many things which we have to observe around. And I think by itself our conditioning is to have a lot of judgment and preconceived notion on people and places. And I think once we start noticing these interesting things and stories, I think knowing people's stories, knowing a story of a place, knowing the story of a name, the different things, reading about it, keeping our mind open, will let us know, will make us realize better about a place and also make us a better person. So thank you, Sundari, for giving me this opportunity to talk about the city I love, which is Madras. Thank you.
Wishing you all a very happy Madras Day once again.